Mike Leach, get off the Twitter. Get back to the drawing board. You're an offensive guru. You're one of the best in the business, and you're facing the best defenses and the toughest schedule that you've seen in your college coaching career. So it's time to get back to drawing up the passing offense for that schedule. We break it down right here at MarkRogersTV, the voice of college football. We're done with the Big Ten, making our way through the SEC Western Division. We will have our record projection at the conclusion of the video and invite you down in the comments section to leave your record projection on each of these teams. Mississippi State right here. And again, Mike Leach from Washington State. He turned it around there in Pullman after a number of subpar seasons and winning 2 and 3 games. He took the Cougars to a bowl game his first season, had a bit of a letdown at 3 and 9, and then in his next to last season at Washington State, had them winning 11 games, best record in the Pac-12, top 10 in the nation. Look at the track record of Mike Leach going back to Texas Tech. Compare his success in Lubbock to the previous coach and the following coaches, Tommy Tuberville and Cliff Kingsbury. He outcoached them flat out. Consider right now, think about Texas Tech finishing in the top 25 of the nation 5 of 6 seasons. That's what Mike Leach accomplished there in his final 6 seasons at Texas Tech. 5 top 25 finishes. Now he comes to Mississippi State and again, test this passing offense against the best defenses in the country. All right. New Mexico, North Carolina State, Arkansas, Tulane. That looks like 4-0 to start the season. Not necessarily in the books, etched in stone, but Mississippi State will be the better team in all 4 games. New Mexico's definitely a win. I like the home-and-home series with North Carolina State and Mississippi State. I believe that was Dak Prescott's final victory in a bowl game against North Carolina State in 2015. And again, Mississippi State has the home-and-home series with the Wolfpack coming off their worst season in quite some time at 1-7 in the ACC, 4-8 under Dave Doran in Raleigh. Arkansas has been an automatic win for just about everybody in recent years in the SEC. And then Tulane, a tough American Conference foe for the Bulldogs at home. And then look at this stretch. Is there a tougher 4-game stretch in college football? Texas A&M at home. Road trips to Tuscaloosa and Death Valley. And then they come back home to take on Auburn. And they do have a bye week between Texas A&M and Alabama, like that matters. Texas A&M, Alabama, LSU, and Auburn in 4 consecutive weeks for the Bulldogs. So 4-0 may become 4-4 like that. They conclude the season with a lot of winnable games, but also losable games. So Mississippi State's run to a postseason game is going to hinge on, of course, the Egg Bowl. Also, dates against Missouri and Kentucky. So, of course, the round robin comes up on Mizzou this year. A game in Starkville. Mississippi State's designated non-division rivalries against Kentucky, which has been to Mississippi State's advantage in the past. But, of course, Kentucky much better in recent years, and Mississippi State has lost this game recently to the Wildcats. Alabama A&M is the scrimmage game before they go to Oxford. They were gifted a game against the Rebels, of course, with the foolish play, and they missed PAT at the gun against Ole Miss in Starkville last year, but they go to take on Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin, Mike Leach. Part 1 coming up here in 2020. We hope, if we've got college football and we've got a Mississippi State team that is on the doorstep of postseason play after many successful seasons in the back half of the tenure there from Dan Mullen. Joe Moorhead underperforming there at Mississippi State, shown the door after a 6-6 campaign. It looks much the same here at 6-6, 2-6 in the SEC. Is that what you see? That's what we see as the spring projection right here at MarkRogersTV, the voice of college football. Lock it in, and we will see you next with the Hogs.